Jones back to throw, wide open his neighbors. Quickly, left side, Wan'Dale Robinson, receivers to the right side, indicating the guys who could blitz, and they come, and Jones is forced to throw quickly, and the catch is made, but short of the first down. That's Robinson. He made all 3 extra points, but misses only field goal attempt. This from 52 yards off the foot of Greg Joseph, and it is good.
They could get on the same page, and everything could be fine, and they'd put up those big numbers.
2nd and 5. Daddle stays in the block, and that's caught at the 40-yard line. Tight formation. Toss to him. Has a little bit of a convoy. Threads his way through. Nice gain. 4-man rush. Dak escapes. Fires into traffic, and that is caught by Hunter Lipke. Number 40, fullback.
They got some size and some quickness on this defensive front.
Short drop, quick throw, caught. C.D. Lamb. Prescott fires, caught. Cooks, speaking of Cooks, number 0 on the other side. 2nd down and goal. Looks one way, the other. Sets up a little bit of a screen here. Dowdle takes off, scores, but another flag is down. Flag down at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think they've got another hold that'll bring this one back. It's a good, tough running, by the way, after the catch by Dowdle, running through the arm tackle McFadden into the end zone, but I think it's going to come back.
Cowboys already back and rehuddling at the 25.
The play. Result of the play is a touchdown.
Wow. Picked up the flag. No foul on the play. It's a touchdown for Dallas.
Center 56 gets out there. 87, Ferguson looks like he may be on the outside there. Maybe gets a hold of the jersey right there with the right hand. But that's maybe what they saw.
Neighbors and Diggs matched up. Top of the screen. Jones looks the other way. Jones comes the other way. That's caught by Robinson. Great move. Needed 9, got 11. Play action. Hangs in the pocket. Fires. Caught. Spinning. Slayton. Juggles. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Looks like it was Marcus Nealand. So 3rd down and 9. Jones fires a little behind Neighbors, who reaches back and makes the catch. 41-yard attempt. Made a 52-yarder early. Snap a little high, but Dillon gets it down. Joseph bangs it through. Pressure. Caught. Can he get the first down? Loses the ball as he goes out of bounds, and the officials come over and appear to be ready to spot it a little bit short.
He certainly has that ability, not just out there being physical in the run game.
2nd year out of North Dakota State to the sideline. Here goes Lamb. He gets free on the inside. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown. And for a change, no flag.
Corner or safety blitz here. Nice job picking it up. Middle field safety, one-on-one. Really well done by Dak Prescott. To see the pre-snap, safety comes down, blitz, one-on-one. You got to go to C.D. Lamb. Take it every time against Deonte Banks, and he wins it.
That one. 3rd down and 8. Jones slides left, fires, caught 40-yard line. Play action. Flips it to Singletary. Has some room to roam. And picks up 14 and a first down. 3rd down and 4 after that timeout taken by the Cowboys to avoid the runoff. They want to get the ball back. Jones under pressure. Avoids the sack for the moment, but gets sacked and a flag is thrown. At the head of the group right now, Greg Joseph. A 38-yard field goal attempt, and that is good, and a flag is down. I should make that a recording. A flag is down. Four-man rush to the outside, low, incomplete. Singletary in motion to the outside. Jones looked that way, then looks the other way, and that pass up at the 34-yard line to Darius Slayton. Now 14 of 16. Jones steps up in the pocket. To the outside he goes. Yeah, that was a major priority of the offseason. That offensive line a mess last year. Double fake. Tracy takes the pass, and Tracy picks up the first down, stays in bounds, breaking tackles. Good protection. Good pass. To the 10. Neighbors makes the grab. Off to the left. They bracket him. Pass is caught and taken down at the 4-yard line. A famous coach said a long time ago, you start listening to the crowd, pretty soon you're sitting with them. Field goal is good.
Journeyman, 5th year, been a backup, kind of had to wait his turn.
Nice run here. Yeah, I mean, you think of the Cowboys and the history, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony Dorsett, Herschel Walker, Aubrey's range. He would be 61 yards from here. Dak fires, and that's incomplete. Trying to hit Brandon Cooks. Covered there by Cordell Flutt. 60-yarder. Aubrey's kick. Yep. Does it again.
That's a cynical bunch.
You think?
Yeah.
From the 48-yard line. This is Neighbors is going to break a tackle and then got taken down after a gain of 6. Go 3-by-1, 3 receivers to the right on 3rd and 11. Jones looking straight down the middle. Coming this way. Eyes downfield. Throws. Caught. Breaking a tackle. But still shy of the first down is Robinson. Bring pressure. Jones throws and it's caught. Cutting inside was Neighbors. Parsons still on the sideline. Play fake. Over the middle. Neighbors again. Neighbors to the outside. 3rd down, 14. Down the right side and incomplete. Joseph trying to go 5 for 5. This one from 42. And it's good.
And in the NFL, Dallas, 4 weeks into his career, is being asked to step up on the left side.
And one tough night's work. Pass is caught here. Taking it out close to a first down. Right guard, TJ Bass is in there on the right side. It's another young guy. Play fake. Throws. And that's for 16 yards early in the game. On 2nd and 10, Prescott fires to the sideline. That's hauled in. Trips to the right. Prescott, look out. Hit as he throws. And 40 yards. Which he makes in his sleep.
That's an extra point.
Easy. 3rd and 6.
Diggs following one everywhere. Up top now.
Jones over the middle, and that's incomplete. Jones surveys, chased away, chased from behind. Downfield he throws. Does the catch count? It does not.
For 13, I think they found their linebacker next to him right now. He played really well. He was all over the field.
Oh, of all things, no good. It's his first ever miss from 50 plus.
Hyatt now comes into the game. He's off to the right.
Jones launching it deep downfield, and it's taken away. Aurier.
Yep. Here we go.
And there we go. Here we go, and there we go. And the Dallas Cowboys get to 2-2. The Giants drop to 1-3.